we just had Amendment 3 that was released on the 31st of July, Dave, obviously, that is implemented from now immediately. And then we've had an announcement, of course, that the DPC for Amendment 4 is available from today on the BSI IET website. Link will be in the description.
This draft for comment is only available for 12 weeks.
Right.
So in that window, it's time to have your say in what goes into that amendment and finally into this document. So yeah, don't miss the opportunity to comment on it, basically.
When is the new version Amendment 4 due to be published then?
So Amendment 4 is due to be published around 2026. So we are a bit of a while away yet, but there's going to be a few more changes than that are in Amendment 3, which there's only a few. So do you know what the main changes are?
Yeah, so at the moment, we know that there's going to be some new regulations around secondary batteries. There's going to be some more information on low voltage generators. Interestingly, power over the Ethernet PoE.
Yep.
Energy efficiency, of course, and some more information around functional earthing and functional equipotential bonding for information and communication technology equipment and systems, so ICT systems. I mean, those are some of the main areas, but of course there'll probably be some minor amends, won't there, and editorial changes.
Yeah. So there's quite technical content within there, and quite a few more changes than in the recent Amendment 3, would you say?
Yeah, for sure, and I presume it will be a new book because of the amount of changes and stuff. And as a charity, as an organisation, do we have any say? Can we go and get involved in the DPC, and will we?
Yeah, well, Electrical Safety First, we are part of the JPAL subcommittees, and obviously we feed back comments to the JPAL committees that are concerned with the new amendment. So, you know, hopefully we can see some positive change in the upcoming Amendment 4.
Yeah, for sure, and you know, the regulations have evolved ever since the 15th and the 16th and the 17th and now the 18th, and then, you know, progressing forward maybe into the 19th. But where do the main changes come from?
The international standards, the IEC committee, Senelec, which is a European harmonised standard, it all filters down to our British standards. So the Amendment 4 changes are mainly due to the changes at the IEC level.
Right.
And then it filters through down to us in the UK.
As and when that gets released in 2026, are we going to have to keep up to date with that? You know, do we need to go and potentially learn the new changes and maybe update our own qualifications and knowledge and stuff like that?
Well, I for one will be doing the 18th edition Amendment 4 course, and I'm sure you will be.
Yeah.
We need to stay up to date, we need to stay relevant, technology changes, and we also get enhancements in safety. So, you know, it's good all round.
So the DPC is a good way then, so it's like looking into the future, isn't it? It's a good way to have a look at what's potentially coming. Yeah. And then if you don't agree with it, that's the whole point, isn't it? As long as your comments are constructive.
Yeah.
So when all these comments go back via the DPC, can JPAL and the subcommittees of JPAL ignore any of those comments, or do they have to take them all on board?
No, they're all collated and they are all reviewed, and then we come up with a UK view on what's been proposed by the draft for public comment. But yeah.
So in a future video, we can have a bit of a closer look then at some of those changes or additions that we've spoken about and see how they're going to affect, you know, the designer or safety or etc., and maybe dig in a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll have a deep dive into the main changes in a separate video.
Look forward to that.